Hello YouTube, it's Ernesto Rivera. I'm back again. This time with a review from Atlas. This is the Atlas Trainman Plus NRE Genset 2. I happen to have the CSX model here, and we're going to be taking a look at it, and we're going to compare it to the previous Genset and see how it looks. So let's take a look. Alright, so here's the packaging of the NRE Genset, and as you can see, very nicely packaged, similar to the very first run they did, and the last run they did also of the regular Genset. So it's not much difference there. One thing to keep in mind that this engine does not say that it's DCC ready, and it is DCC ready. I just put the decoder in it, and it runs just fine. But on the packaging, you'll see that there's no indication that it is DCC ready, but it is DCC ready to clear the air, because for some reason Atlas did not put down in the box that it was DCC ready, and so just bear in mind that it is, so there's no confusion. So the packaging is really simple and very nice. It keeps everything in place. One of the things that they did improve on this model is the handrails. We're going to take a closer look at this side here, and you'll see that the handrails have been made thinner. One of the biggest complaints of the older run of the Gensets, the very first run of the Gensets, but the handrail was so thick. So this version here, as you see, has the shorter exhaust stacks, and the handrails are thinner. Very nicely done on this one here. And we're going to take a look at the front here real quick. And on this particular model, you can see that there's windshield wipers on it too, window wipers. You also got the MU hoses here. I did swap out the couplers. You get the Accumate couplers with, they come standard, but I put the KDs in there. The Accumate couplers are just not that good, so I would just recommend swapping those out. Again, that's optional if you don't want to, but it comes with couplers. But I put the KDs in there. And we're gonna look at this side detail again. Very nice, very nicely detailed. All of the print is there, and it's really nicely written here. There's even some the stamp plate, the manufacturer stamp plate on the bottom right here, that you can read it. It's actually very nice. The camera might not be able to pick it up, but it's still nice. And then you can see where it says the Genset model number right underneath. It's really nice. Ultra low emissions. Right there, clearly written. Very nice. And you got the warning labels on the side here, which are also very nicely indicated as well. So overall, this is the Trainman, or the Trainman Plus lineup, and it's very well detailed. We're going to look at the back here also. Now the price on this is about, I think it's $149 for retail price, but you could expect to pay, I paid $89 online, so you're going to expect to pay anywhere between $89 to $95 for this. At most hobby shops anywhere, even most online retailers are going to have it for about that price anyway. So check the local shop around. You should be able to get around that price. And you can see also more of the rear detail here. Very nice as well. Pointing down towards the bottom here. It does have ditch lights on the bottom on both sides. I'm not sure if the camera can pick that up, but there's right there. There's ditch lights on both sides. These are functional ditch lights also. This unit, it's non-sound, so they do not make these with sound. You have to get put your own sound decoder in here, or you could just put your DCC decoder in there. Alright, so we're going to put it on the track. I'm going to show you which decoder I use that fits absolutely perfectly on here. If you do not want to use sound, or if you just want to run the locomotive without sound, you can use this one here by Digitrax. It's the DH165IP, which is this one. So just in case you were wondering what decoder fits in here perfectly, this is the one I use. It's a little square decoder. It's an 8-pin. It has an 8-pin on it, and you just take this jumper board out. This is a dummy plug, actually, not a jumper board. You take it out of this DCC socket, the dummy plug here, and this converts it from DC to DCC. And once you put the decoder in, it's really simple. Again, that was a really simple install. It takes a couple of minutes. It does have LED lighting. And before we run, I actually forgot to do one thing. Let's take a look at the top here. It's very hard to see, but you can. There's a fan blade inside the radiator grill on top here, so which is really nicely detailed as well. And then there's the air conditioning unit on top of the cab and the antenna. So really, overall, really nice. And of course, you got the horn also. So again, there's detail all around this engine. This is surprisingly a Trainman Plus lineup locomotive. I don't know why. It's actually very detailed, quite detailed, more than some of the locomotives. So let's just hear how it runs. It's actually very quiet. So as you can tell, it's very quiet. And there's the LED lights. Also in front, it has the digital lights on it too. This is a 2-speed step. I haven't programmed any of the CVs on the decoder, but you can see how, with this Digitrax decoder, how smooth this runs, and look how bright white those LEDs are. Very nice job from Atlas. They did a good job with this engine. I really like it, and very good detail. Nice work on the handrails. It's also a good price too. Very good price. Nice slow speed performance, and it's got good torque to it as well. It runs really nice, and it's got really, that a real nice genset look for all those genset fans out there. It's really close to the prototype. I've looked at photos online on it, and it's pretty close to accurate. Nice things as far as the cab interior is done too. Windshield or the window wipers and windshield wipers have been added. So far, very nice detail and very good job with the handrails. So overall, Atlas has done a very fine job with this engine. There are a few road names that are available. I think I know the BNSF, they have the BNSF model, and they have, I think, the NRE demonstrators as well, if I can remember which paint schemes they have, and also CSX. I happen to have both road numbers for the CSX version. And overall, it looks really nice. Just want to show and compare it to the first model, so you can see just the difference between the two. And I happen to have the CSX version here. Also, the first one. We're gonna just take a quick look at both of them side by side. So this is the Genset 1 on the right and the Genset 2 on the left. And you can see that the Genset 1 is definitely taller. The Genset 2 seems to be a little bit longer in length. And I put them both side by side. But you can see that also the ditch lights are slightly higher, which brings one little key that I must mention, because I put the MRC sound in this genset, and because MRC makes that's that idling sound that it does, or it's standby sound that it's doing, but that's the MRC sound that's in here, and the soundboard will fit on both models, but because the MRC decoder comes with its own ditch light board, it's not going to fit in this model because the ditch lights are different spacing. So just keep that in mind, that if you're going to buy a Genset 2, that you cannot use the sound decoder for the regular Genset the MRC makes, because the ditch lights will not fit inside the housing here that it has there in front. So just keep that in mind. But you can clearly see that there's more detail in the Genset 2 than there is in the first one. You can see that there, again, with the 2 you have the windshield wiper detail, and this one, the first one does not. You can obviously see the height difference between the 2 engines. So it's a nice little side-by-side comparison. Colors is spot on accurate again for this. I know the CSX, dark future scheme, so I have a bunch of engines, and comparing the colors, it's spot on. Obviously, you can see the higher stacks on the first version, and then get the flat radiators. You can see how thick the handrails are. I mean, they're really, really thick on this version. I don't mind it, but it's not as prototypical. Again, that's just the first one, and then you can see with the 2, you can see how the fans in the back stick up higher, and you can see how much thinner the handrails are. You can see right there, comparing to the 2. This is really thick, and so I mean overall, it's both engines are very well detailed, but the 2 version definitely looks nicer. I think it looks nicer than the first one, but I like them both. So just giving you guys my thoughts on it. So far, I mean, it's not bad. If you want a light road switcher that can do the job and has some good torque, this is definitely the engine to pick. For those who like to model modern railroaders and all those nice little contemporary layouts, this is definitely the ones that an engine you might want to pick up. Again, it's only from Atlas right now. They're the only ones who has this in, obviously, plastic right now. So they're the only manufacturers to make it, and it's a good price. So anyway, I hope this video, you guys liked it. Don't forget to thumbs up on your way out, and stay tuned for more videos soon on my channel. Take care. Have a good day.